Okay, let's be real. We're in the middle of one of the biggest shifts in the history of work, and it's all being driven by artificial intelligence. So in this explainer, we're going to break down what this absolutely monumental change means for you, for your skills, and for the entire future of your career. So, let's just rip the Band-Aid off and ask the big question, right? It's a blunt one, I know, but it's on everyone's mind. The jobs we're all training for today, they might be completely unrecognizable or maybe even just gone in a little over a decade. The ground is literally shifting under our feet, and we have to understand why. And this quote from OpenAI's Sam Altman, it gets right to the very heart of the disruption. Think about it. When the cost of getting a complex thinking task done drops to almost nothing, the entire economic value of a job gets turned completely upside down.
All right, Section 1, the AI revolution. And let me be clear, this isn't something that's coming, it's already here. This is a true paradigm shift.
Which leads us right into our second point, which can feel a little scary. We need to talk about the shrinking half-life of your skills. Basically, their expiration date. Now, this concept from the World Economic Forum is so important because it puts a number on how fast things are changing. A technical skill you master today could be only half as relevant in just a few short years. That old model of, learn a trade for life, it's officially over. And this comparison just lays it all out so perfectly. Most of us were trained in that old model, right? Get a credential, a degree, and you're all set. But the new model that AI requires isn't about what you know anymore. It's about how fast you can learn to solve new problems. It's a constant, lifelong, dynamic process.
So what do we do about it? Well, that brings us to Section 3, the continuous learning mindset. This is the single most important adaptation we all have to make.
And let's be clear, this isn't about going back to school for another 4-year degree. No way. This is about a self-driven, constant curiosity. It's about actively seeking out and grabbing new skills, not because your boss told you to, but because you know it's absolutely essential for your own survival and your own growth. But the real secret is what you learn. The goal isn't to try and compete with AI. You won't win. The goal is to collaborate with it. This means learning how to guide AI with things like prompt engineering, how to govern it by checking for bias, and how to build totally new things with it in spaces like XR and Web3. Okay, Section 4. This is where it gets really, really exciting. It's time to talk about becoming architects of the future.
I absolutely love this idea of a creator generation. Instead of being passive job seekers, the next wave of professionals are going to be job creators. They'll use AI like a cognitive partner, a tool that handles the routine stuff, which frees up our human brain power for the big picture, strategy, creativity, and pure invention.
And just look at the kinds of jobs this could create. I mean, these don't even exist today. AI orchestration architect, algorithmic ethics designer, an AI agent psychologist? How cool is that? They sound like science fiction, but you'll notice a pattern. They all combine technical understanding with uniquely human skills like empathy, judgment, and creativity. That's where we're headed. The logic here is actually super simple and incredibly powerful. 1. AI automates the boring, repetitive tasks. 2. Our human intellect is freed from that drudgery. Which leads to 3. Our focus can shift entirely to the things humans do best: big picture strategy and true innovation. Next up, Section 5. And this is a really critical call to action for all of us: closing the preparedness gap. Because right now, this is the #1 challenge we're facing. There's a new kind of digital divide. In the past, it was about who had access to the internet. Today, it's a gap in AI literacy. Seriously, understanding how to work with these new tools is the most important factor, and if we fail to close this gap, we could lock millions of people out of the future economy.
And bridging this gap, it's a team effort. For us as individuals, we have to cultivate a growth mindset, that core belief that our abilities can be developed. Our schools and universities, they have to rip up the old playbook and redesign everything around AI literacy. And corporations, they have to get serious about investing in their own people, upskilling them for the jobs of tomorrow, not just the jobs of today. And that brings us to our final section, number 6. This is your personal call to action. It's time to become a future creator.
If you take only one single thing away from this entire explainer, Please let it be this 3-word mantra: learn a new skill. Be willing to unlearn it when it becomes obsolete, and then relearn a new way forward. This is the new cycle of professional life.
And this right here is the core thesis. Your greatest professional asset is no longer your degree or your current job title, it's your ability to adapt. Your agility in this continuous cycle of learning is what will define your success. Period.
You know, this story hasn't been written yet. The future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we create. Armed with curiosity and a real commitment to learning, the question is no longer, what will my job be, but what will I build?
This explainer was based on the research and synthesis of Homeira Oroujzadeh, analyzing the perspective of OpenAI's Sam Altman.